Ohio. Kinshasa, the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It is located on Congo River, opposite to the city of Brazzaville, the capital of the Republic of Congo. Though the population of city agglomeration in 2021 makes guard people, 60% of her territory represents sparsely populated rural areas which, however, get to administrative borders. Densely populated urban areas occupy only a small part of the territory in the west of the province. Kinshasa is the second most populated city of Africa, after Lagos, and the third largest city agglomeration of the continent, after Lagos and Cairo. Kinshasa is the first in population French-speaking city in the world. Third is the second in absolute numbers of the population French-speaking country in the world after France. Though is she part of residents of Kinshasa knows French in a varying degree, it is used mainly in writing. The prevailing spoken language of the capital, Lingala, belongs to group 2A. According to forecasts, in 2100 about 83.5 million people will live in the city. It is founded in 1881 by Henry Morton Stanley as a military post and called in honor of the Belgian King Leopold II Leopoldville of that time. In 1966, in the course of an Africanization of toponymy, it is renamed into Kinshasa by the name of the village of the tribe Batik long ago absorbed by the modern city. Kinshasa, the city of sharp contrasts where rich areas, trade zones and free universities adjoin to the poorest slums. The city is located along the southern bank of the River of Congo opposite to Brazzaville, the capital of the Republic of Congo. This only place in the world where two capitals are directly turned to each other on opposite river banks. Congo River is the second longest river in Africa after Nile, at the same time being the deepest on the continent. On this indicator she concedes in the world only to Amazon. The climate of Kinshasa expressed subequatorial with a short dry season, June, September, and a rainy season all rest of year. Interseasonal fluctuations are expressed poorly. Average temperature of January, plus 26 C, July, plus 22.5 C. The difference in rainfall is more expressed. Though the most part of year there is a heat, except for a dry season when becomes slightly more cool. Above plus 36 C temperature doesn't rise. Also below plus 14 C temperature doesn't fall. Portuguese in the 15th century were the first Europeans who appeared in the territory of modern Kinshasa. However, Belgians who were helped by civil strifes with the local feudal states most succeeded in colonization of Congo. The city on the place of modern Kinshasa was founded in 1881 by the famous researcher of Africa Henry Morton Stanley and was created as trade point. Originally the city was called Leopoldville in honor of the Belgian King Leopold II who possessed extensive territories where the Democratic Republic of the Congo nowadays is located. The city became the first navigable port on Congo River located above the Livingstone Falls. Series of thresholds in 300 kilometers are lower than Leopoldville, that promoted his prosperity. At first all goods brought by the ships to Matadi, the city located below thresholds and which is in 150 came from the coast, and further porters carried them to Leopoldville. The cargo railroad between Matadi and Kinshasa, constructed in 1898, allowed to deliver quicker and cheaper goods far inland that formed a basis for rapid growth of Leopoldville. By 1920 it grew up so that it became the capital of the Belgian Congo, having replaced the city of Boma located in the mouth of Congo River. When the Belgian Congo gained independence of Belgium on June 30, 1960, Dutch lost the status of official. In 1965, as a result of a coup in Congo, came to the power to Mobutu Seko. For reduction of influence of the West, it began to pursue policy of an Africanization of names and names. In 1966, the new name, Kinshasa, by the name of the village which was earlier located within the city, was appropriated to Leopoldville. At Mobutu, the city quickly grew at the expense of the immigrants from the whole country who were looking for good luck or running from ethnic cleansing. Though the city is located in the territory which was traditionally belonging to tribes Batik and to Bakam, Lingala became language of interethnic communication. A so-called lingua franca in Kinshasa. In 1974 in Kinshasa, the boxing duel between George Foreman and Muhammad Ali, in whom Ali won a victory over the rival and I returned myself a champion title in heavyweight, took place. In 1975 in the city there passed the 12th General Assembly of the International Union of Conservation and Natural Resources. MSOP. Kinshasa is at the same time the city, ville, and one of 26 provinces, areas of dirt, province. The province Kinshasa is divided into 4 districts divided into 24 communes, which, thus, are administrative and territorial units of the 4th level. The population of Kinshasa made 4.6 million inhabitants for 1994, card inhabitants for 2012. The standard of living in Kinshasa is very low. The city is influenced, on the one hand, by consequences of the Massachusetts robberies which swept over the country in 1991 and 1993 and then in Civil War. On the other hand, natural population shift from even more unsuccessful rural areas, as in the city there is an opportunity to find the summer. According to data of Network of Educators of Street Children and Youth, Réseau d'éducateurs d'enfants et jeunes de la rue. Reader. The Congolese organization which coordinates activities for development of support of street children in Kinshasa in 2006 was about 14,000 homeless children. The most unsuccessful areas are Massina, Kimbansi and Limite. In the city there are big problems with the crime caused by poverty of the population. In Kinshasa the earliest blood sample containing VIH-1 groups M in 1959 was revealed. Fight against AIDS is one of the major problems of both Aldert and Kinshasa. Official language in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which capital is Kinshasa, designated French. Kinshasa, thus the largest city of Francophonie, also was the second in quantity knowing French. In 2017 the population of Kinshasa exceeded the population of agglomeration Greater Paris, and thus the city became the French-speaking city, greatest in the world. However, Lingala is widely used as a spoken language. French is generally used in administration, education, document flow, road signs, the press, television, used as language of international and intersocial communication. However, in household communication in social and ethnic groups, local African languages, Lingala, a base in Swahili, dominate. Thus, while in culture French dominates, multilingualism continues to be a characteristic feature of life of Kinshasa. Kinshasa port on the left bank of the river of Congo. The river, which around Kinshasa is also called Zaire, is an important transport artery throughout the most part of the pool. Many inflows of Congo are also navigable. Large river barges ply between Kinshasa and Kisangani. It is located in 1300 km from the capital. Between Kinshasa and Brazzaville, the ferry, as there are no bridges through the river, is established. By the railroad Kinshasa, it is connected with many regions of the country and the abroad. Ginzili Airport is the largest among 4 international airports of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. However, infrastructure of the airport generally wasn't modernized since colonial times. In 1955-1959 in the city I worked. In the city there is a textile, food and flavoring, chemical industry, mechanical engineering and metalworking, motor and cycle plants, shipbuilding, ship repair, woodworking, production of building materials. In the region of Maluku, a metallurgical complex. Congo River is an important source of the hydroelectric power. Potentially she could provide the electricity generation equivalent to a half of the current energy consumption of all Africa. In the city, the headquarters of the Union of the African Railroads is located. Culture and education. In Kinshasa there are a national university of the country, the National Pedagogical University, National Academy of Fine Arts, the Museum of Local Life, National Library of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the National Museum of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Palace of the People. The University of Kinshasa was formed in 1954 as one of divisions of the Lovanium University. In 1971 the National University of Zaire, which was divided into 3 parts in 1981, actually, the University of Kinshasa and also the University of Kisangani and the Lubumbashi University was formed. In 1958 at then still the Lovanium University, the Africa's first nuclear reactor was constructed. In 1967 the African Union founded at it the Regional Center of Nuclear Researches. At the moment the center has 2 reactors, Trico I and Trico II, which are used for scientific research. The most popular sports in Kinshasa, soccer and basketball. The capital is one of 2 major football centers of the country. 2 of 3 most titled clubs represent Kinshasa, Vit and Motampembe. 12-fold champions of Zaire/Dirt. In the Championship of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. At the moment from 14 participants, 3 clubs. Vit, Motampembe and 2 Royal represent Kinshasa. The Drownings team, founded in 1938, 4 times won in the championship, 5 times became the owner of the Cup of Drive Congo and reached the final of the African Cup of Champions twice. Now the tournament is called the Champions League of CAF. The Sodograph Club became the owner of the Cup of Dirt and reached a cup final of owners of Cups of CAF. Other team from Kinshasa, Tukeli 4 times in a row won Dirt Cup. Stade Motor Stadium accommodates 80,000 viewers, and also, Motema Pembe is the home arena for the national team of Drive Congo and for clubs of VIT. The stadium, on November 24, with a capacity of 24,000 audience, is the home arena for the Dragons team. Many famous football players were natives of Kinshasa. Players of French national team: the goalkeeper Steve Mandanda, midfielders Claude Makel and Rio Mavuba, attacking Skubald Louis Ndula. In Portuguese national team acted José Busingway, in the national team of Switzerland Blaise Nkufo, and as a part of the national team of Belgium Embo Mapenza played. Fame in the European soccer was gained also by football players who didn't change the nationality and support combined art. Forwards: it is broken Trezor Lloyd, DMSI Mabakani, in Russia the defender Gerard Mukenko, and in Ukraine, Hervé Alembi acted. In 1974 in Kinshasa, the boxing duel between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, who received the name later, A Roar in the Jungle, took place. In native Kinshasa I began to play basketball, a star of NBA of 1990, the old years of Dikembe Mutombo. Massachusetts media. The quarterly magazine is issued by the National University. Congo, Africa. The monthly concerning economy and culture. It is published by the Research Center of Social Life. Potential. Daily newspaper. LM. Daily evening newspaper. News agencies. Congolese News Agency. The government news agency is founded on August 12, 1960. Radio and television. Voice of Congo. The radio station controlled by the government of Dirt. National Congolese Radio and Television. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.